All right. In this video, I want to get into something that I'm often asked by traders who are starting to begin their journey into advanced pattern recognition and harmonics. And that question is simply when? When do I start looking for these things? So in this video, I'm going to answer that question as clearly and as easy as possible. That being said, welcome back to the Harmonic Trading Club. And in this video, we're going to break that down. So as you can see, we got some price action right here. We're looking at CHF JPY. We've got some price action here. And again, the question is, I think there might be a harmonic pattern setting up or an advanced pattern setting up, but when do I start to project it? My answer to that is once you have completed the first three legs, let's say you look at a chart and you start measuring, and let's say you've identified your impulse right here. Let's say you've identified your X to A leg. Okay. And you say, okay, cool. I see an impulse. How about the correction? How far is the retracement? And let's say you measure down your retracement and it fits your criteria. In this case, we're identifying the setup of an advanced Gartley pattern. And we're going to talk about how to deal with this in terms of discipline and psychology. So you say, well, let me just double check that to see. You grab your Fibonacci retracement tool, measure the impulse, X to A, and you see that you have wicked down into the 618. So you say, boom, I got a Gartley pattern here. See, I got a 618 retracement. You say, okay, what about my C leg? What do we have up here at C? You grab your retracement tool again and swing high to swing low, or this would be A to B. And you say, wow, I barely got 618, exactly what we need. So at this point, you're going to start getting a little excited because you're going to say, I got a 618B and a 618C. You're going to say, I'm setting up for the perfect 222 Gartley pattern, the good one, the real one. So the answer to when you should start projecting, it's not only at C, okay? It's once you see C starting to retrace down to complete your PRZ, okay? So at that point, that's when I would determine my PRZ. I will go ahead and write it in, okay? I would start to put together the D leg of this Gartley pattern. I would start with the first part is the 127 extension of A to B. That's gonna get us going and get us close to the potential PRZ. So we know it's gonna be somewhere in this area. Okay, the Gartley should fill somewhere in this area. The other thing I would do is I would make an A to B is equal to CD pattern, equal measure move, meaning that A and B, sorry, wrong side. Let me get rid of him. Meaning that A and B are equal to C and D, equal measure move, meaning clone that. Putting them right here on C. So now you see the A to B is equal to CD pattern. D's completion is lining up with the 127. So you kind of got some confluence. You got some overlapping giving you the PRZ, the potential reversal zone. That if this Gartley fills, you would take your time, you would wait for confirmation to the best of your ability for probability to see if you're going to be able to react and get the counter trend trade opportunity. Now, this part is very important because you would have to be patient. Your discipline has to be in a state that says, I'm only interested in this and now. I'm perfectly okay with whatever happens. If it fills, if the Gartley completes and fills, I start setting up to take the trade. If it doesn't, if price action just takes off and goes somewhere else, you got to be fine with that. But the thing about it, what I'm trying to let you know here, what I'm trying to signal to you is at this point, when you've identified it, even though he wasn't even close yet, but once he started reacting and showing you that it's a possibility, at that point, your job is done. And you can sit back and wait for the pattern to complete and fill. All the while knowing that none of that has to happen. But knowing how markets create harmonic patterns over and over and over, how it moves harmonically, how it reacts to these Fibonacci ratios, as you see. So there's no more denying that to yourself. Look what happened. You got a 618 retracement, X to A. At 618, you got a reaction. You got another 618 retracement. Down here, the 127 is almost the equivalent on the extension of A to B. So the market wants these harmonic levels. That's what I'm trying to show you. So you can be confident enough to wait and say, that's good enough. I can wait that out. This is a 4-hour chart. That could take you several days. In that several days, you could be doing several other things without worrying about this, because you know that there's no trade set up here other than that one, that is your trade. And if you can't get that trade, you can go do something else. You don't need to worry about it. You completely scrap anything that you were looking at for Swiss franc yen. Okay? So that's how I would basically deal with that. Like the question, when do I start projecting? Start projecting it when you're about 50% close to the D leg. You can project it, you can plot it, you can write it out, and you wait. And you come back, maybe you could go ahead and use the timer. If you notice, TradingView has a timer. You can hit this plus right here, and you can say, give me an alert. So see, there's an alert on the chart now. You can say, when price gets there, give me an alert. And however you have your alerting set up, it will let you know. It can email you. You could see it. You could get a ding somewhere. But you'll know, oh, my God, my Gartley pattern is filled. It's time for me to go take a look and see if it's oversold with bullish divergence, if it's seeming like the institutions are getting behind it, if there's conviction, if this one is solid enough, it looks like it's going to win. Plus, this one right here would be so harmonically sound, it will increase the probability of it being a winner. At that point, once that's said and done, at that point in time, whenever that happens, if it happens, that's when you start setting up stops and targets. You wouldn't be concerned with stops and targets this early on. But basically, that's how you would deal with something like that, projecting it. You're not making a prediction. You don't, your job is not to predict. We cannot predict. We can only make projections. So at that point, hey, job's done. Move on to the next pair, next stock, next crypto, whatever it is that you like to do. But as soon as you get to that point, you can walk away. You got a timer set on it. You might want to peek in and look every now and then. I like to take trades live. I don't do limit orders. I would never set a limit order at the 127 price and say at 198, 271, just go ahead and fill the trade for me, because there's no proof in that working. Now, in my earlier days, my beginner days, I did set limit orders. I would say, I don't care. If that price hits that, go ahead. I got a long order, a limit order long right there, buy order right there. No longer. I execute my trades live when they fill after certain events have taken place or after a certain level of confirmation for me has been met. But hopefully this can help you understand what to do and how to deal with advanced patterns as they are starting to form, okay? So I should have asked that you guys hit the like button on this one. Go ahead and hit the like button because I'm sure that this can help a few traders out. If you want to know more about anything that I talked about in this video, including the advanced Fibonacci work that we did, or the harmonic pattern, in this case, the advanced Gartley pattern, head on over to the Harmonic Trading Academy playlist, where we teach all this to the same degree, probably even a little bit more, if you're interested in learning advanced pattern recognition and identifying harmonic patterns. That does include structure analysis as a whole entire system end to end. That being said, guys, be good. Take care of yourself in the market, and I will see you on the next video.